grid. What's it feel like out there? This is awesome.
But how much do we know what's in his head?
Welcome to Paddock Uncut for the final day of this first pre-season winter test. For some teams, it's been a good 4 days. For others, a bit like my school report, must do better. For the Mercedes, well, it just keeps going and going and going. They brought more new parts today, a new longer nose and in it an air duct. Lewis Hamilton was the first to try it, but had something else to get off his chest first.
These ideas that they're coming up with are no good.
Do you want to be consulted more on them as drivers?
Not really. I don't know what the other drivers want, but I don't particularly care to be consulted about it. I just don't think they're particularly special. I don't think it's going to add to the spectacle for the fans, and that's really what we got to do. I think definitely on the race weekends, for example, we're limited with the amount of tyres we have, so we do less running. We have less engines, so we do less running. And then so when you have these people turn up and spend so much money to come and watch a test day, for example, or a practice day on Friday and Saturday, but they're sat there watching nothing for a period of time because we have no tyres. And then with the racing, there's loads of things, but I feel that it's just to make headlines, these kind of things. They're making this rule, and all it does is cause everyone to talk about it, but it's not going to make no difference.
Well, let's talk about your car then. You tried to break it this week. As always at testing, it seems unbreakable. Not only that, they're bringing new parts every day. It's a pretty exciting time, isn't it?
It is. It's a really exciting period of time for us. I mean, we have less testing now. I've never had a week of testing like this where the car's just gone on and on and on, and it's been physically challenging to go out and just do all the laps. And it's just been incredible. I'm really just proud of all of my guys. To think we've had 2 really successful years, and it's very easy just to drop the ball and be chilled and don't feel like you have to work hard. But everyone's worked even harder than they ever have before, which we thought was impossible. So it's great to see.
Fernando Alonso was hoping for better luck in the McLaren than Jenson Button had the day before, when a hydraulic leak ended his day 3.5 hours early. But a coolant leak curtailed his running after just 3 installation laps. He wouldn't get out again. There was talk of improved reliability, a false dawn for the team. Manor ended their day early after Rio Haryanto spun for the 2nd day in a row, but this time contact was made with the barriers. So Rio, you've had your first couple of days of Formula 1 testing, couple of spins, but other than that, how was it?
Yeah, it's gone really well. I mean, I'm here to test the car and also to learn as much as I could, as quick as I could, and also, it's good to have 2 days of testing here with the team, and I'm building a good relationship with the team so far.
What's been the biggest challenge you found this week?
Well, yeah, Formula 1 it's huge. I mean, a lot of people working in the car and lots of procedures have to follow. And so, yeah, I'm learning step by step, and yeah, I'm really glad to be here.
What happened at Turn 5? Because it was Turn 5 yesterday as well that caught you out.
Yeah, well, today was in Turn 4, yesterday was in Turn 5. I think I was slowly looking for the limits, and I think I went slightly a bit over the limit and just lost the rear. So yeah, it's a shame that I make mistakes today. But other than that, we had a good morning. We managed to follow our run plan this morning. So yeah, it was okay.
You've had not a lot of time to get used to the car, the team or anything, so your mind must be full of so much information as you leave here as well. But going forward to next week, are you looking forward to getting back in the car again and the first race, I guess, as well?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of things have gone through my mind. I mean, lots of things I have to learn. But yeah, I think every day I'm getting used to it, and hopefully the next week there will be more to come and more to learn again.
What's been the biggest difference from GP2 and from what you've driven before?
Well, I think yeah, the car has huge difference and a difference in power, aero-wise as well, and also the team. I mean, there's a lot of people working for the team and for to build a one car. So yeah, I think a lot of different. Yeah.
A lot of names to remember.
Yes, exactly.
Max, a lot of laps for you in the car today. How are you feeling at the end of this test?
Very happy that I could do that many laps, and also for the team, you know, to really understand the car, and for myself to get comfortable in it. So I think for us it was a very good first 4 days.
Ferrari power unit in this year, does it feel any different? Is it giving you anything more, anything less?
I think it's still too early to say, but it all feels very good. I'm enjoying it, and also the relationship with them is very good. We're working very well together, and I think that's always very positive.
Have you got any idea, I know you didn't go out and set any of the really quick laps, you didn't put the really fast tyres on, have you got any idea where you think Toro Rosso might be in the grid? Have you made a step forward, do you think?
I think it's still too early to answer that one, because we still need to test 4 more days, and then we have Melbourne, so we'll see in Melbourne.
And just finally from me, we've had these new qualifying rules brought in for Australia. Bit of surprise to everyone. Have you got your head around them yet? And do you think they will affect your team? Do you think they'll affect teams further back, further forward? How do you think it'll work?
Well, I think it's quite simple. You have to put your time in the first 6-7 minutes, and then yeah, we'll see who finishes last.
Can you just sum up your testing for me these 4 days? Are you leaving here happy? Are you leaving here thinking there's work to do? Are you excited?
I had two quite good test days. Even though I would like to do more laps, but there is other 2 days luckily next week, so it will be interesting to extract the maximum out of them, trying to personalize the car even a bit more, and trying to figure out where we can make further steps forward and so on. It will be important, obviously, to develop the car for the first race, but obviously even first races and so on, it will be continuing to improve, continuing to understand the car more and more, but we need to try to make more and more work in these last 2 days of testing.
Kevin, 153 laps, ran out of fuel at the end there. Did you run out of energy as well? That's quite some day you've put in.
Yeah, it was a long day, but I mean, it was really good to get all those laps in and get all the checks done, and just prove that the car is reliable. You're trying to break it actually, but it didn't break, so that's good, and happy with the car really. And I know, you know, we know that we are behind, but as I say, it's a good base to improve on, and I'm happy it's like that.
We know we can't read much into the times, everyone always tells us that, but what can you tell us about what you've learned this week and where you think Renault are? I'm
the same. I don't know. No one knows what the other cars are running, so yeah, it's better not to speculate too much. I think, at least for us, we just do the job here and get things done and test the things we need to test, and then we'll see when we get to Australia where we are. I think we have a pretty good idea that we are behind, and that's pretty clear for us. So we just gotta work hard and build on what I think is a good base. 4 days left, 2 days for you in the car. What do you need from the car in those 2 days before you get to the first race? For it to be reliable again. It's proven to be good the last 2 days, so hopefully it will stay like that, so we can get some setup work done. And we haven't really worked so much on the setup yet, so it'd be nice to play around with that a bit, and put some new tires on and drop the fuel a little bit and see how it feels like that. Stopped on track today. What was the problem?
Well, I mean, it was we had a small issue that we spot on the data, so as an emergency we decided to stop immediately. It is not very clear. I mean, it was not a big issue. It's just something that, as a procedure, is always there, and we prefer to, you know, check properly everything, and that's why it ended our day early. Although we ended the day early, I think it was a pretty useful one. We managed to do a lot of consecutive laps, long runs, to really get a feeling properly of the car, and as well to sort the reliability issues that we have experienced. I mean, this was the main target for this first test.
Coming into this test, if you'd known then what you'd be able to achieve, would you have been happy?
Yes, because to be honest, I mean, as a new team, new car, everything, I was not really expecting to be straight away on track for a lot, so I was a bit mentalized for this, to be patient. And I think we achieved more than what we could have expected. So yeah, I feel very grateful with the whole team. They have done a fantastic job. It was very useful to also get together as a team, to learn about each other, to get to know each other, and it will be crucial now during the weekend. I will be around to coordinate and to have sit down on a table and put everything together and make the progress for next week.
What sort of challenge, what sort of job have you got on your hands next week? A lot of work to do, usual amount?
Yeah, we have a lot to experiment from the car to really get to know the potential of this beauty. So yeah, we are going to get to know the car much better and see how far it can go.
So the final day timesheet looks like this. Kimi Raikkonen went quickest on the ultra soft tyres, the third quickest time of the week overall. Danny Kvyat was also on the new purple mark tyres when he posted his time. Alfonso Celis was on the super softs. Kevin Magnussen was on the softs in the Renault, and Williams again didn't show their hand, with Felipe Massa only 11th fastest on the mediums. Only the teams know what those times mean to them. But the sheer number of laps completed shows that on the whole, the teams have got on top of their reliability issues. Except McLaren, they have just 4 days on track now before heading off to Australia for the first race. Next week's test for the rest of the grid is an opportunity to really push and see if all that hard work has paid off. Join us for Paddock Uncut. We'll have the live blog and updates on Sky Sports News HQ. Goodbye.
Enjoy Sky Sports F1 Live on all screens, on the go, and the best bits on demand.